Hi yarny friends, it's Dawn from Ninja Bunny Crochet. Welcome to the yarn studio. And yes, DJ's here looking for cookies. Today is episode 3 of my yarn and crochet podcast. So I'm going to get TJ down here and let him have his cookies. Say bye. So today I want to talk about what I do with my yarn when I'm crocheting. Now, there's a couple of things that you can do with your yarn when you're crocheting. You can work straight from the ball. Now you can go and pull from the outside of the ball, or you can search the inside of the ball and pull out the inside. You usually will get like a big yarn baby or a yarn barf from the inside of the ball. Or you can wind it up into a ball, or you can make a cake if you have a yarn ball winder. This is my preferred method, is to make a cake. And what I like to do if I'm not using the yarn right away is I take the label or the yarn, the ball band, and I put it into the center of the cake, so that way I'll know what type of yarn this is. And when I go back to it, I'll know exactly what this yarn is. So that's what I typically do when I'm crocheting. And I also take my leftovers and I'll make them into little cakes because they store way better. You can just stack a whole bunch of these on a shelf or in a big tote. I use a big tote to put my leftover yarn in. And typically I will take that ball band and I'll stick it inside. This particular yarn was one of those big balls. It was the Bernat Baby Sport, which comes in like a huge, like 10 ounce or 15 ounce ball. It's enormous. So I didn't have the ball band anymore because it was enormous. So I just had a little bit left over, so I just have this little ball. But typically I will take and put the ball band inside, just like I did for this one or this particular one right here, which I wound up, and then I ended up not using this yarn. I was going to use this yarn, but when I started to make the swatch, I didn't like how it looked. So I said, well, I'm not going to use this yarn, but I kept my label, and this one is Yarn Bees Warm and Cozy. So I just stuck my yarn label right inside there. So if I go to use this yarn and I'm like, oh, what was this yarn again? I can go, oh, okay, this was Yarn Bee Warm and Cozy and Parchment. I can go into my stash and grab another ball of this really easily to finish up a project. So that's what I do. Now, if you don't have a yarn ball winder, you can always wind your yarn in into regular balls, or you can get one of these. This is a center pull ball winder. And it usually comes with the little directions, which I did keep. So you can make a center pull ball. Now I haven't used this yet, but I heard it works pretty well. If anyone's used one of these, drop me a comment in the comment section below and tell me how it worked for you, because I have not tried this yet. So, what do you do with your yarn when you're making a project? Do you pull right from the skein? Do you go inside or outside the ball? Do you make a cake? Do you make a ball? What do you do with your yarn? I'll be really interested to know what you do with your yarn when you're making a project. Other thing is, what is your go-to project when you are looking to just make something and you just, not sure what you want to do, you just want to crochet? My go-to project is always baby sweaters. This is one that I'm working on right now. I don't have anyone in particular that I want to give it to. I just like making baby sweaters. I have tons of patterns that I either bought or I got free patterns, Ravelry, Etsy, even ones that I've seen on YouTube that other creators have made, and I have a one or two sweaters and baby stuff on my channel as well. But I just like making these little baby sweaters. I have brought them to the craft shows that I do, and if they don't sell at the end of the season, that's okay, because I donate them to Alpha Pregnancy Center for the new moms. Or you can give them, if you like making baby sweaters and you don't have like a pregnancy center near your home, you can always go to one of the local hospitals and find out if they have you can donate them to the NICU, or to the, well, NICU would be the tiny babies, but you can donate them to the regular labor and delivery floor for the new moms. So it's really fun. I just like making baby sweaters, if that's your thing. Or you can do hats, you know, for the homeless shelter. Lots of different places that you can donate crochet to. But that's just my thing. What's your thing? What do you like to make? Drop me a comment down below and let me know. So that's what I have for today's podcast. Hope you're having a great day. Happy crocheting, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.